Hello everybody, my name is Paul K. Lemire, and I am here with Roger McLaughlin, our conductor for Day of 1000 Musicians, and the other organizer, John Filion, who is gracious enough to mount the camera, not mount the camera, but take care of the camera and make sure that we're going to record this video. Today we're going to be doing an instruction video for all musicians, where Roger, our conductor, is going to run through the songs one by one, telling you the starts, telling you the stops, and any weird things that are going to happen in between. Take it away, Roger, with our first song, AC/DC, Long Way to the Top.
Well, the first thing to note about this song is, Paul, do you have that capo? If not, everybody's going to get a capo, not quite exactly like this one here. And then we will be mounting it onto bar 1. That way, when we go to play these songs, I'm doing this upside down, but basically, first fret, that way we will be in tune with the bagpipes, so. Okay, so that's the main thing that we're gonna do. On this one, basically along with the top, basically a 4-bar guitar doing that intro riff. After that, bass drums come in for that 12-bar intro, and then it's just a matter of watching things. Fairly simple. It's that A riff almost all the way through. On one of the files I looked at, I actually saw a typo, but on the one that's in front of me, it's gone. So if you see a C in there, it doesn't belong there, okay? Other than that, the song is a fade out. We're just going to end with 16 bars of the bagpipes over that A, do a little bit of a chunky riff, so that. And then on the last time, you just hold the A. And that's basically it. Okay, so you play it relative to the capo, everything should be good. In terms of Big League, on the original recording, there is a little extensive intro. We're not going to be doing that. We're going to come in right on that first D chord. Okay, we're going to keep things quiet, a little bit muted until we get to that first O, and then everybody comes in and we play through the song. Stuff here, played as is. Note there are kind of 2 different G's, so if you're an advanced guitar player, when you are playing it, okay, what Tom Cochran was doing, he was doing the D, and then he kind of did one of these G's, and then he kind of goes down to that. Okay, so I'm going to call this G1, that first G that you see, G2, and back to the D. Okay, so that's what we see on Big League. Alright, Summer of '69. Once again, this is one we've already done before. Let me look at my notes here. I think it's pretty straightforward. Play along with it as shown. There we go. So basically you're going to come in on the D. That little D thing, the short thing where you hammer on the D, we're going to hit it twice and then the vocals come right in as per the normal standard recording. It's really guitar only at the start, okay? Bass and drums come in and me and some guys from school, okay? That's where everybody is in full. Once again, this is a fade out on the original recording, okay? We're going to end on, it was a Summer of '69 over D, total of 4 times, okay, so we'll do it 3 times after. So, it was the summer of '69, it was the summer of '69, was the summer of '69. Total of 4 times, and that will end the song, so watch for the signal to get out. Alright, raise a little heck. Okay, keeping this child friendly here. You come in just hitting and strumming that double A, as you hear it on the original recording. I don't think there's anything tricky on this one. Let me just find and see if I have any notes here written down. They're all out of order, of course. Where is it? It'll be the last one I find. Okay, so we double strum that A, we hold it, then we hit it at the end. That's when kick drums and clapping, so if you have the ability to clap along, clap along. So we're going to raise a little heck, you know. Then we have that little slide down where it just slides down probably from a high A somewhere, and it does that. And then you go right into it. Okay, so it's a little bit off time there in the recording. Straightforward stuff. If you look at the sheets that I made for the music, there are some of the single note stuff in there. That's optional to play, so that's in the, I guess that would be the chorus part. After the C, E minor, A minor riff, it does that G, A, C, D, C, A, C on the first one, G, A, C, D on the second one. So the notes are written down. If you're an advanced or intermediate player, go ahead and throw those in. If you're a beginner, don't even worry about it. Okay. Oh, back to my notes. What's next, Paul?
Well, what we have next over here after Raise a Little Hell is Let It Ride.
Let It Ride. Okay, so this one here, people were saying that they, well, not really people were saying, but some of the organizers might thought this one might be a little bit tough. It probably will be a little bit challenging, but I'm thinking that you guys are going to practice really hard, and I can show you a few little things on it to make it easier. So it actually begins with chorus chords. Now, if you are just a beginner, fairly straightforward. So D, A, E, F sharp minor. Now really this is a fifth chord, so you're only playing the first three strings. So if you're an absolute beginner, even if you just do that, that will work, okay? But if you can, try and practice that. So once again. Now this one here could be a little bit tricky. It's a modified B chord of some form. The tab is on the sheet. If you are a beginner, feel free just to do. Even just will work, but as long as some of us are doing that, that will work, and then it's back to the there. So I'll play through it. Now, if you're a more advanced player, feel free to put in that, I guess that would be an F sharp. Instead of a regular D, you can play it with the F sharp on the bottom. Kind of gives it a nicer sound. Oops, sorry. For the advanced players, we can start playing it up the neck as, I guess, Randy Bachman would have done. It's the same chords, it's just up towards I guess the third or fourth position, I don't know what you call it. And I'm sure you can find that on YouTube if you look, or I'm sure there's lots of tabs for it online. So advanced players, feel free to play it up the neck. Beginners, just do the regular standard open position chords, and we'll be fine. We'll get right through it. So it starts once again with the chorus, and then for the verse it's just you're hammering on this F sharp 5 or F minor, I guess. So all you're doing is you're hammering with your ring finger, 4th fret, 2nd string. Then we want to transition into the chorus. We actually have a little bit of a transition going, so it's F sharp minor, E, so once again, once you're doing that, the last one is, and then it goes into the. So with some practice, this one really shouldn't be that hard. So for beginners, I hope you're not too intimidated on it. It should be fairly straightforward. There, oh look, a guitar stand.
Magical.
Magic. Like I have roadies or something. Okay. Could have been a lady. Now this one on the original is kind of unique in that it's one of the few songs that I know of that is a fade in. So they actually fade into this one. Have no idea where I put my plectrum. So for this one here, you got to kind of get your shoulders into it. We're going to start it basically on the G. Okay, so Da-da-da-da-da-da. So it's highly syncopated, so something like, oops, sorry. So it's kind of like a syncopated, I'd have to hear it to get refreshed. I haven't heard it in a while. I probably should have listened to it prior to doing this video. So, but then it's just the simple, it's a 3/4 after that. So. Those lines. First time it's just that riff, and then they come in with that, I can't remember how that goes. Something like that. You can YouTube that one too for the more advanced guys. I think there's only actually 3 riffs in it for the advanced guys. That's it. And then the other one is so. Those are the 3 riffs. I'm sure you can find those on YouTube as well. Straightforward, listen to the original. We're playing it the exact way. There is a stop time on that, so please everybody drop right out so the vocals, we can do our little na-na-na-na-na-nas. I think that's all we need to know on that one. Let me see here. If I wrote any notes down, I should have put these in order. No, I think it's pretty straightforward. I can't find it, so I don't think there's any other issues. Fly at Night, we did this one last year, and I think it went off really well. Gotta be honest, I was a little bit nervous about doing it, but I think it went off way better than expected. As per last time, we have cut out the second guitar solo. So if you're playing along with the original, it is a little bit different. Not a lot. We're just, the reason I did cut it out is it was 2 really long guitar solos in there. So I just took one of them out, but otherwise it is standard. So trying to think.
Is that one transition?
Yep, there is a key change in there, so be wary of that. Okay. So it does the D, G, E minor, then it does, where is the key change? Jeez, I can't even find it. Oh, there it goes. And when we look out and see you there, okay, so just be wary that you're going to be going in and out of that. And once again, it's a matter of practicing. And what's next on the list? Walking on Sunshine. Now here's a fun little tune. We are not playing it as per the Studio Katrina and the Waves version, because that one I think was, I'm not sure if it was played sharper or not, but it's, we are just doing tuned down, I guess, half a step as per the, if you look on YouTube, Paul, do you remember the one I sent you? Who was it?
Not offhand.
I think it was 2 little girls by the name of Ali and AJ or something like that. Okay, so they do it in the same key that we're going to be doing it in, and I'm trying to remember what the chords were, but off the top of my head, that is it. Yep, that's it. So A, D, E, A. And that's all you need to do for the whole song. Alright? So those are the chords we're going to use. So if you look at the one that's online, geez, I've got too many sheets in front of me. There we go. Okay, Baby Ran, from one of my favorite bands. Okay, for this one, straightforward. There are some variations that you can play. If you listen to it, it sounds like there are 2 guitars doing a couple different things on that. Generally it's the D sus, C, G. That's pretty much most of the song, but they do vary it up a little bit, listen to it a little bit. If you're a beginner, you can just play D if you want, C, G. A little bit more advanced, you can do the, and then add the C add 9 to C and G, and you can throw those in every now and again. Now this one here, there is actually a bass solo, so I guess we can all start talking during the bass solo, right? And then for the ending, this one is normally a fade out, so what we're going to do is we're going to come back in one last time doing the baby ran, she ran away. end that one. Okay, so that gives us a nice solid ending for that. New Orleans, another great song. Now this one is more or less kind of a 12-bar blues based. For the beginners in there, I don't think you're going to be able to do the plectrum here, so. More advanced guys, feel free to do that. Beginners, it can just be playing the, I guess it would be an E5. An A, and an E. So just play them as normal standard chords as written. The more advanced guys, feel free to do the, then it goes down to the A5. Back to the E5. I actually never really did learn the chicken picking on this, but I'm sure some of you guitarists know how to do it. If I were to guess, it's probably E minor pentatonic stuff, so something like that. So once again, E minor pentatonic on the first position will get you the chicken picking notes. If you want to practice those and learn those, feel free. It should be some fun. Other than that, it's going to be pretty much as done per recording. Riverboat Fantasy. This one is kind of a fun song that we threw in last minute. I know people have been sending in things saying we're not sure what the chords are right. We're just going to do it as a standard 12-bar key of E to keep it nice and simple for everybody. Great little Wilcox song. I've had the pleasure of seeing Wilcox many times back from the 80s to just last year, as a matter of fact, somewhere in Oakville. So, fun little song. Now we're just going to do that sort of thing for the beginners. Now there is one tough chord possibly for the beginners, and that is this guy right here. I think if you look at the printout, did I not paste that chord in? I might have pasted it right in. So for the beginners out there, take a look at it. Yes, I did. So the B7, bottom of the page. See that? Closer, he says.
That's good.
All right, so it's there. So practice that little B7 chord, and we should be fine on that. So if you don't have any questions there, our last song, of course, is the wonderful Neil Young, Rocking in the Free World. I think everybody knows how to do that one, right? So over and over again ad nauseum until we get to the verses, but the chords are there. So let's practice, let's have some fun, and we'll see you guys in the summer. There's going to be some tune-ups. Please feel free to join us for those as well. If you have any questions, go to the website and talk to us.
And the one thing I do want to get Roger to do is give us his hand signs. So we have, so everybody has
the stick.
Yeah, you should have wrapped the stick, but just some hand signs to know, like if
if we want to get it quieter, I'm going to be going down, louder, okay, quieter, louder, out, okay. That. So if I've got the stick and I bring hands up, and then it's out, I will be signaling different people, looking at people, so keep your heads up, watch me. It's a fairly straightforward thing. So I will be also, when there's things that are, say, a 16-bar break, I will count them down myself. When there's 4 left, I might do something like 4, 3, 2, 1. Now you're in, okay? So keep a look at this hand for the bar count. This one here will be keeping time and pointing to people, and then turning bad people into toads.
and we also do have a singer who's going to be coaching or helping these singers. So she's going to help keep them in time and to make sure that they're all in, they know when to come in. Because last year we had some that were missing jump-ins when they should start and that. So she's going to be up front kind of conducting the singers, helping out down below. So watch Roger, singers watch Gail. She's going to be doing that, and we should be all fine. This should be a walk in the park, so to speak. Practice, practice, practice. Right, Raj?
That's right.
That's it.
Beep, beep, beep. That's all, folks.